All right. So welcome to our weekly meeting. Um, Dr. Willie and I are here to kind of share a little bit about, we were kind of talking about what to talk about this week, and we thought since we're in the middle of the holiday season, maybe it'd be good to kind of talk about how to stick with the healthy lifestyle, diet, exercise, stress management, all that stuff during the holidays because it can get a bit hectic for us all. And so, yeah, we just kind of want to share a little bit about that.
Yes.
You want to start or?
Oh, go ahead. I'll jump
So,
in.
yeah, I think, I mean, we hear it all the time, when you see patients and come January, February, March, and people come in for their appointments and they're like, well, I gained 20 pounds and I fell off my diet. I haven't been exercising. I feel like crud. And that's why you typically see people, set those um, New Year's resolutions every year because the holidays tend to just wreck us. And it's funny though, because we all know they're coming every year, right? I mean, it's not a surprise that it's coming, and so I think the trick is how do we, yeah, I mean, it's important that we enjoy our family get-togethers, the food and the being, visiting with people, the gifts, all that stuff. It's important that we don't just say that we shouldn't be enjoying it, but at the same time, we got to find the balance and how to do that, right?
I would say, yeah, I think it's important we remember that it is a holiday, or we could compare it to vacation eating. Don't limit yourself, but be wise in what you do. And I think that's super important because we are all such all or none beings. I'm either 100% in or I'm 100% out. And it doesn't have to be that way. And for example, if you have a big holiday meal with your family, get prepared for it. Exercise extra hard a couple days before. I'm not saying that you need to exercise so you can cheat or eat. You exercise for your overall health, but preparing your body for a big meal can be done very easily, starting with extra exercise before, maybe 2 or 3 days. Keep your carbohydrates lower because most of our big family meals are carb laden, uh, filled pastries, cookies, all the Christmas goodies you want. So keep your carbs low a couple days before. Right before you go to the relative's house or your mom's house to eat, have some protein, just a small amount of protein. That keeps your satiety hormones active, so you're not as hungry or ravenous. So you still enjoy the food. You're just likely to eat less if you prepare for it. And then drink a lot of water and really try to avoid the alcohol or even all the sweet drinks because those things tend to make you eat more calories. But if you drink water, sip water throughout the time, the party, the festivities, whatever, you're also going to eat less and still enjoy it. So I think it's preparation is vital for people that really want to stick to it.
Mm-hmm.
And then following the holiday, same thing, bump up your exercise a little more, keep carbs out for a couple days, and then get back to your normal schedule. That's how you can survive this holiday eating and holiday or vacation even. Same applies to going on vacation. Unless you're on a cruise ship, then you just need to eat and not worry about it
Yeah.
because there's so much food.
Right. Yeah, those are good points. I think, yeah, just making a plan, right? If you don't plan, then you're just gonna show up and things are just gonna fall apart pretty quick. So having a plan coming into it, okay, I know we're gonna get together on Christmas Eve and then Christmas, so I'm gonna go ahead and maybe be a little bit better with my diet, lower carbs and more, a little more exercise and drinking more water and those sorts of things leading up to it. And
And stay, if I can, I just thought of this, Wiley, just add to it. Stay on your program, keep exercising, stay on your supplements, keep taking your peptides, take your medicines. Don't change a lot because again, we get into this all or nothing mentality. Oh, I'm going to go blow my dinner, so I'm not going to take my vitamins today. I'm not going to take my peptides. No, 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 no. Just continue doing what you've been doing to maintain or obtain a healthy life, but enjoy those times when you can just indulge. Again, just do it wisely.
Yeah. I think maybe too, it's like you said, it's the all or nothing mentality that we think, oh, if I'm gonna cheat or I'm gonna, have some sweets, I might as well just go all in and
Yeah,
just have, instead of having a bite of a cake, you're gonna have the whole piece or whole cake. Um, so I think, yeah, just having those realistic expectations and just saying, rather than, going through that, the cycle of overindulging and then you feel terrible, you just feel gross, and it's like
we beat ourselves up.
yeah, you feel guilty about it. So then you've passed the point of enjoying it to now was it really worth what doing it, you know what I mean? And so I think, yeah, having that just that awareness of we're going to enjoy it, moderation, but continue with your normal routine and your normal habits. Don't break that cycle, and then you're basically going from being healthy to not healthy. So kind of mixing in the enjoyment of the holidays, I think, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's food hangovers, if you've been healthy long enough, when you eat really bad, in my opinion, they're worse than alcohol hangovers. You just feel like crap. And just like a number of people I know that drink, they drink too much the next morning, the only way to cure their hangover, they start drinking more. And I think we do the same thing with food.
Yeah.
I think, okay, I kind of blow it, I don't feel well, so I guess I have a couple more cookies, bam, you're back in the wrong cycle.
Yeah.
You're back in the wrong cycle. Um, I'd also like to throw a pitch toward our profession. I've written hundreds, if not thousands, in the last many, many years, prescriptions for appetite suppressants this time of year, and people just use them this type of year. There's nothing wrong with that. If you can control your appetite, you can still enjoy the food, but just not eat as much.
Yeah.
And so don't be afraid to ask your doctor or your PA or your NP, hey, I need some help controlling my appetite this time of year. Can you tell me about some of the appetite suppressants?
Mhm.
I think that's a very valid use of them. And it helps you maintain or at least stay on the right path for your goals.
Yeah, that's good. So if you're already on, maybe you're on tirzepatide, peptide, um, continue with that, or you could ask about maybe starting having something like that on.
Yeah, something
On
oral,
hand,
something quick
yeah.
like phentermine or one of the quicker acting ones. So you're not up all night because you try not to eat at grandma's house.
Yeah,
So yeah, there's a lot of options there, and I think getting your healthcare provider involved is very valid and reasonable because a lot of people jump off the train at Christmas time and don't get back on until June,
yeah,
if they're lucky.
yeah,
Some don't get back on at all. I mean, just look at the failure rates of New Year's resolutions. It's 90+%.
yeah,
And we'll talk about that around New Year's. We'll do a little spiel on how do you stick to your New Year's resolution.
mhm,
And we'll give you some rules on, first of all, how you make it, right?
Right.
You're not going to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger by June if you look like Bill Murray in December.
yeah.
So we have to,
Realistic, yeah.
realistic goals is where we start with that. But we'll have a little talk on that one coming up here soon.
Yeah, that's good. I think too, yeah, just, I guess maybe what do you what do you recommend in terms of stress management? I mean, this time of year can kind of bring a lot more stress, into our lives, just busyness, and sometimes we just kind of let that sabotage our health as well. Do you have any tips in terms of-
Yeah, first and foremost, construct and stick to boundaries. You don't put the whole world's enjoyment of their holiday on your shoulders. Don't, if they ask you to cook a pie, make one, not 12. Be wise and then set those boundaries up front. And then just as always with stress control, make sure you have some time alone, pray, meditate, whatever you want to call it. If you work with us, we've talked about a number of cortisol lowering type supplements like DHB, DHHB, which is Mongolia bark, using L-theanine as a calming, relaxing agent. Drinking green tea in this situation. Green teas are great. Add a little cinnamon and some brown sugar to it, and green tea has L-theanine in it, which will keep you calm. So drink that green tea while the kids are screaming in the corner, the uncles are fighting in the other corner, and you're making all the food.
Yeah.
So there's some things you can do, just to be aware, but I would start by saying, set boundaries up front. You don't have to do it all.
That's good, yeah. Yeah, I think that's good. Learn, it's okay to say no. It's okay to,
Yeah.
you know, I think a lot of times we just feel like we got to do it all. And if we say no, we're being mean or rude. But again, we're trying to give you these guidelines and these habits for lifelong health, not temporary, right? And so these are habits that we've got to learn. We have to do it too. We have to have boundaries and we have to tell our family, sorry, I can't do that. I'm just too busy, or that's just too much or whatever. And I would love to, but I can't, and it's okay. And I think if people really care about you, they should be okay with that, right? They should be.
Some aren't,
Sure.
just be prepared,
Yeah,
but you gotta take care of yourself,
yeah,
because you're no good to anyone else if you're not being cared for by
exactly.
yourself.
Yeah.
So yes, I think boundaries is a huge thing. We should probably do a whole series on boundaries. We'll
Yeah,
probably solve a lot of issues that we see.
yeah, that would be good.
Yeah,
So, yeah, I think anything else you'd like to
no,
add?
I think that's good.
Yeah.
That's some darn good advice. If you want to record this, you're welcome to.
Yeah.
I think he is recording it, so simple advice, but very, very applicable and timely.
Mhm.
And if people stick to that, and again, come see us. I know we only have a few more days before the holidays, but if you're interested in learning about an appetite suppressant, don't hesitate to ask.
Good, yeah. All right, so we have one member on right now. Carmel, can you hear us? Do you have any questions? No.
Well, if that sweet woman is anything like me, she doesn't know how to talk out there. If you weren't here, I'd be talking to the window.
Uh, Yeah, I don't know if hopefully you can hear us, Carmel. I don't know if you can put anything in the chat if you have any questions or concerns or anything that for us. So we're glad you were able to join us anyway, and hopefully you can hear us.
We'll get some more members
Yeah.
on board.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, good.
Okay.
Well, Merry Christmas, everyone.
Yep.
We won't be doing this next week because it's Christmas
Yeah.
and my daughter's getting married that
Oh
day.
yeah, that's exciting. So yeah. All right. So yeah, next week's the December 23rd
Third
will
is
be a
off.
no meeting, but then we'll follow up on the next on the 30th
Yeah, that's
for the
your
last meeting of the year.
Yep.
And then okay. All right. Well, hopefully you guys can all join us then. And yeah, happy holidays and thanks for all you do.